Hi everyone, I'm EllaAradia and welcome to your June 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. So this reading is for my Aries fire signs, where we'll be exploring the overall energies and themes for the month ahead, as well as taking a deeper dive into how these might be playing out for you in your life. So this is a general reading. It's going to resonate a little bit differently for all of you, although sometimes these messages can get very specific. But what I do find is there's always a shared theme that just runs through the collective of all of you Aries signs. So take what feels aligned to you and just leave the rest. And before we jump in, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who are supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So if you enjoy this reading and you haven't already done that, please do, as it really helps the channel out. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and then of course you can get notified when the next videos are up. Okay, Aries, let's jump in. So what I'm seeing here straight away is this sense of having one foot in the past and one foot in the future, and you're kind of at this in-between point. So for many of you Aries, I feel like there is a very significant chapter of your life that is about to come to a close, and a whole new phase is about to open up for you. But what I also feel is this sense of sadness. I feel the energy of conflict, and rather than it being kind of conflict that's around you, I feel like this is internal conflict. I also see the word disappointment, and I very much get the sense that this is connected to a connection, a relationship. And in order for you to really embrace this new phase that's coming in for you, there is something about this situation that either needs to transform, or it's something or somebody that needs to be let go of. So with your overall energies for this month, we have Temperance. Now this is a card of balance, it's a card of healing. It's about recognizing perhaps the steps that you take on your healing journey. And with your current energies, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is an energy which cuts through illusions to get to the truth. For some of you, this is about speaking your truth. Even if it shakes the room, even if it means perhaps losing somebody, losing a connection of some kind. But it's very much this card of, being true to you and staying in alignment and being true to your true feelings, what you truly want, what you deserve, and being able to actually just express that. So we've got this followed by, wow, the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is your person. This person is the King of Fire, passion, charisma. This is the person that you're dealing with. Now, when I feel into this person's energy, I get the sense of them being at a distance, because they look like they are just kind of like on the edge of your energy field. So they're at a distance. So for some of you, this could actually be a physical distance. Maybe somebody has, moved to another place. But for many of you, it's representing this sense of disconnect, because I feel like this person has taken a step back. And so there is this emotional kind of shutting down that's going on, and this sense of disconnect. And this is what this inner conflict, this sadness, this disappointment, all of those energies are connected to. So your feelings towards this person, we have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is very much this energy of she who knows. And you know what I feel about this? There is this sense of a knowing, of a deeper bond with this person. This connection to me feels like a soulmate connection. So a soulmate is really just somebody that you've known before in, let's say, another lifetime, that you feel a deep connection to, a deep bond. Now the thing with soulmates is, yes, sometimes it can be, you know, this amazing, beautiful love story, but very often soulmates actually come into our lives to help us learn, you know, really valuable soul lessons. So sometimes they can, you know, really kind of shake things up for us. You know, we can be teaching each other lessons, you know, it's a two-way thing. But I feel like there is this sense of knowing that there is something very significant about this connection. And so, you know, it just feels like, you know, there's been challenges with this person. There is this sense of disconnect. The universe is, you know, asking you, inviting you to step into this new phase in life, but there's this conflict that's kind of holding you in this in-between point. And it's because there is this sense of this deeper connection with this person. Now, when I feel into their energies, I feel like they also have this knowing with you that, you know, this connection is significant. I do feel feelings of, you know, deeper feelings from this person towards you. But what I also feel is, you know, you're dealing with somebody who is wounded. This is someone who, you know, hasn't dealt with their stuff, basically. And that is their lesson in this, to, you know, find the courage to really open up and let themselves be seen, to face the fears of heartbreak or loss, to face their insecurities. And this is the challenge that's, you know, kind of getting in the way of this connection. So let's just see what we have as the challenge card. Yeah. So in the area of a challenge, we have the Fool. And this is this thing that I'm talking about feeling kind of stuck in this in-between stage, in this state of kind of conflict in yourself. Feeling this strong connection to this person, but yet what you're putting in to this person is not being reciprocated because they've hit a wall, they've hit their own blocks. And so this is where, yeah, you're getting kind of stuck in starting this new phase in your life. So with your hidden influence, yeah, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is change, it's cycles, it's beginnings and endings. And when I pull this card, I always think of this card as your destiny in motion. And what this is saying to me is it's about trusting, you know, what is happening, trusting the experiences that we're having, you know, trusting, you know, when, you know, things perhaps do come to a completion. So moving forwards, we have this Six of Cups. So this is your advice card from the universe. Now, this is a card of nostalgia and revisiting the past. I mean, sometimes it can be when, you know, somebody from the past, you know, kind of makes a reappearance again. But I feel like this is about working on the soul lessons, and the soul lessons that are happening for you right now, they are about self-love, they're about self-worth and value. They are about, you know, holding true to what you really want in a connection with a partner. And these soul lessons, they're not necessarily created by this person, this soulmate connection. They often lead right back to childhood. And so for many of you, this might be about, doing a little bit of inner child healing and just, following these threads back into the past and really looking at, the origins of, where that self-love and that worth and that value was perhaps left behind. So your potential outcome, now we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is a card of change. It often represents instability and loss and feeling like, you're on the outside of something. So let's just clarify that card. So clarify the Five of Pentacles, because I feel like there's more to this card. Okay. So with the Five of Pentacles, we have the Hanged Man. And so really the universe is asking you to, perhaps see all of this from a different perspective. And, this is about perhaps taking a pause, taking a step back from this situation and getting a whole new fresh perspective. And I would be looking more at, those higher perspectives around what the soul lessons are in this for you. So moving forwards, Aries, I feel like this is about, healing. This is about staying true to you, embodying these lessons of self-love and worth and value, and just remembering that, the more you do that for yourself, the more the outside is going to mirror that back to you. So the more we love and value ourselves, it changes our vibration levels so that we can attract a partner that can actually reciprocate that energy to us. So this is your key moving forwards. It's about embodying these lessons, doing that work, doing this healing, and just trusting that once you do that, the right person will come in for you. So whether that is somebody new or it's your person transformed, either way, it's going to come in. All right, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. So if this reading resonated, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, no matter what comes through in a reading, moving forwards, always trust what feels right for you. So thanks so much for being here, and I wish you a great month ahead.